Hey there, and welcome to the Beet Goes On Podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Beettan, which is my spray tan company. I am Michelle. I own Beettan. I'm the CEO, and it all started with a spray tan. Really, it all started with spray tanning. And then I developed my own line about 10 years ago. All started with a spray tan solution. And now this episode is how to make money with spray tanning. Spray tanning has come a very long way. With Beettan, we kind of simplified the process. We don't have a lot of shades. We don't have a lot of colors. I developed it as a spray tanner because I didn't want to have to buy 10 shades and pour in and out my gun, add bronzer. So the spray tan solution already has all of the beautiful additives, the anti-aging, the moisturizers, the glowy stuff, all the good stuff in it. It does not have cosmetic bronzers in it, so it does not stain. So I'm going to speak from my 20 years in the business. I'm 40 years old. I've been spray tanning since I was 19. My sister had skin cancer scares. She's okay now, but she's a redhead. She was the best guinea pig out there. My poor child, who I had at 17, I got pregnant at 17, had at 18, was my guinea pig. It was a great business for a single mom. The best thing about it, and I actually failed miserably at my first one. So I just was young and I did everything the wrong way. So my goal in life now that I have my own product line, now that I've been spraying for this long, my passion is to teach other women like me how to grow and thrive and keep the costs down low and our partners even get to sell through the website, but we'll keep that out of it. Today, we're going to talk about how spray tan makes you money. Spray tanning is a service. Forbes magazine wrote it somewhere that is a service that it's fast, it's easy, and it's cheaper. So even in the worst economy, now that spray tanning has grown, and I know for the last 20 years it's grown, it's easier to book appointment, much easier to book appointment now than it was for me 20 years ago. It is back in the day too, it was a 5-minute process. Now it is a 15-minute process with Beettan. We don't have to use barrier cream because there is no staining bronzer in it. And it's just a color guide rather than a bronzer. You have to match up to their skin tone. You can just get the client in, find out when they want to shower, connect the right solution. I'd say 90% of the people use the original solution that you leave on 8 to 12 hours. They just don't want to have to worry about showering. We do have a rapid solution, which is rare that people want it, but it's easy. It's not a custom solution for them. Again, it's reacting off of their own skin tone. So with Beettan, the spray tan process takes about 15 minutes, but I'm not here to sell Beettan. I'm here to tell you that spray tanning is growing. There are 7 other spray tanners in my area. Actually, I think there might be more, and I am still making 6 figures. I grew my business from nothing, and I grew it from a pop-up tent out of my house and gained my clientele and slowly but surely learned how to. 20 years ago, I was using Yellow Pages. Now I use a digital platform, but spray tanning is a fast, easy thing that you can do in the evenings, in the mornings. Most people get sprayed on Wednesday and Thursday. You can pump a ton of people out in a day for extra income. A lot of salons like to add it onto their salon as an extra stream of income or to fill in those gaps because it doesn't take nearly as long as a haircut, a blowout, any type of beauty service, a wax. Like it's the shortest service ever. And with Beettan, it's even shorter because we don't have all those barrier creams and there's no like dry time. Our solutions are not alcohol based, they are aloe based, but because we don't have that makeup in it, there's no like moving it around. The aloe actually helps it coat the skin cell and stay. So our sprayers specifically find it easier, but even with those spray tanners out there that do use the barrier cream and do have the longer process and do customize the solution and use all the bronzers, it's still under 30 minutes. So it's a fast service. It's cheaper for the clients, much cheaper than a blowout. And the overhead for the sprayer is usually low. And the problem is there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of choices out there. So find a specific brand, get the training from the brand, because you don't want to get a brand from someone else and then get the training from YouTube that's a whole different product. Stick with the brand, stick with the product, try it out. Unfortunately, you may have to go through trial and error like I did before developing my own line. And you may have products that don't work well on some, do on others. The bronzers really do sometimes make it difficult, but just pick what's right for you and know that the more knowledge that you have and that you share with your clients, they will do better. But a new thing that I have discovered in the last couple of years is that boutiques are adding it on. Now, they specifically we partner with the Boutique Hub, which is an amazing, if you own a boutique and you haven't heard of Boutique Hub, you absolutely should look them up. We give a lot of community support to our sprayers, but they do this for any boutique that signs up with them. And I think it's only like $30 a month. It's so cheap. It's so inexpensive to get the training that they offer. And they offer every type of training. They have someone that specializes in everything, and you just really feel supported as a small business. You can find boutiques in bigger cities on there, boutiques in smaller cities on the Boutique Hub. I really enjoyed partnering with them. And what we did was we went to a trade show, gave away free spray tans. But prior to that, I had gone to trade shows and noticed that a lot of boutiques, I thought that they would just carry our retail line, but a lot of them are adding the spray tan on as an extra stream of revenue and to bring in a different clientele. So the sprayers that are coming in are people that are getting ready for events. Let's say your boutique doesn't have formal wear, but you may have boob stickies or something like that. That's what I added to mine, because anything that went along with the event that the client's going to, they will purchase something that's easy, that's grab and go right there. So a lot of boutiques, so I'm service-based first, and then I have boutiques like items in my studio, my spray studio. But what I found was that boutique owners are finding that having a service brings a client in when they wouldn't have walked through the doors of the boutique that day at all. And then the client sees other things that they want. That's one thing about spray tanning. You can get the client in 15 minutes while they're waiting on another client. They'll walk around, shop, have things to look at instead of just sitting there. Also, sometimes people forget things that they want to wear before, during, or after their spray tan, and they will purchase it at the boutique. So boutique owners are really finding this as a new way to bring in a different clientele, someone getting ready to go on an event, a date, of whatever the case may be. They will come there specifically for the spray tan and then shop. And because of Amazon, because it's so easy to shop online, and if you're not an online boutique and you really need people to walk through those front doors, a service is really good. Permanent jewelry is another service. I'm not a big jewelry wearer, so I would never do that. But if you are, that's something else to look into. Hat bars are really big. But specifically today, I wanted to talk about spray tanning being a service. The beauty about spray tanning is the connection that you get with your client. They come in, they strip down. You get to look them in the eyes. You get to make them feel good in their own skin. They walk out, and it's a whole level of trust that you probably wouldn't have had if you just had a walk in the door boutique. It's easier to connect with them because you have to connect with them, because you have to physically connect with them and spray their body. So you have to make them feel comfortable in their own skin. So my point being is they gain your trust immediately. And spray tanning has really been wonderful for me, because once I honed in on the skill, once I learned the skill, I totally got addicted to the way that it makes women feel. And I made a lot of mistakes over the last 20 years, but coming to where I am now and having a 6-figure local spray tan business is through trial and errors and persevering and just pushing through. I know I say that all the time, but I just think spray tanning is super special, and it's come a long way, specifically with the Beettan brand. It just simplifies it. The bodybuilders don't use us, but the everyday woman can come in and trust that it's only going to make her skin look like the sun makes her skin look. Those who want to get really dark, we can add darkening drops too, but we prefer just to make you look like you would naturally look, so that you can walk out the door feeling just like you, just with a little confidence, because we all feel better when we have some color. And coming out of this season and this time of year, Lord knows we need it. And we are going to start putting on shorts soon as we're approaching spring. And that is busy season for spray tans. So we have school teachers that are spray tanners. We have retired teachers that are spray tanners. I specifically remember that because I just watched one of my favorites do an unboxing of her Beettan stuff that she received. We have spa owners that added as an extra stream of revenue. We've had hairstylists. We've had pharmacy owners who had an extra room in the back who just want to make people feel good. We have had med spas. We've had stay-at-home moms whose husband allowed them to do it out of the garage or a spare bedroom. We have women that are just mobile only. We have one that works at a veterinarian clinic who really wants to have her own thing. So this allows her to set her schedule at her own pace, work when she wants, and plug in the appointments when she has time to do it. And we train on how to specifically make that happen at Beettan. But it's popping up a tent and building the clientele. You can just tell your friends. You can just make a little money through your friends and your family, your neighborhood, your coworkers. I've seen people make this a thing from literally nothing. They get their kit and they just start spraying the people that they work with. They get their kit and they start spraying their neighbors. And we have a kit for everybody at Beettan, but spray tanning is just so special because, again, that connection that you get with the client. Let's say one spray tan, just for math, I'm going to get out my calculator here. Let's say you do 5 spray tans a week. An average spray tan at the cheapest would be, average spray tan is $50. But let's say you live in a small town and you're scared to charge that much and you start with a lower amount. You're going to work your way up there later. If you do 5 clients a week at $35, oh, I just did something weird. 5 clients a week at $35, you're going to make $175 extra a week. 5 spray tans is less than an hour. So you made $175 an hour. If you do that, if you do 10 clients, that's $350 a week. If you do 20 clients, I just did something weird. If you do 20 clients, and this is the cheapest, you make $700 extra a week. 20 clients is still under 3 hours of work. Just think about that. That is the ultimate side hustle. Network marketing is so much fun. I signed up for a couple myself throughout the years that I actually really enjoyed. But once the network marketing blows up, it is a little harder to make the money when you're the newbie. Usually it's the founders that do really well. And if it's a product you believe in, dang sure push it. I still believe in Savvy, which is a brand that I signed up with, and I really just signed up to get the discount. This is not that. This is just learning how to do a service. And at Beettan, we have a community. We have a community that all helps each other. So all 250 plus sprayers, it's like 280 now. The more active ones are in our community group. They help each other. They talk about their experiences with customers, with the product, with money, with marketing, with everything, no matter what level they're on. And it was really cool because some people who maybe came in as a side hustle, I've seen them go full on with it just because they enjoyed it so much. And it is easy to go full on because of the time that it takes. So spray tanning has done wonders for me. I love the way, like I said, I love the way it makes me feel on my skin. I love the way it makes others feel on their skin. I love that it's fast. At one point in my life, worked 3 jobs and still continue to do it. And then finally, as I quit the other jobs, it filled in. The customers came. They kept coming back. They kept referring people. And I'm so glad that it's something that I learned how to do. And I'm so glad that it doesn't take a ton of time. And I'm so glad that the type of service that it is, it allows you to interact and bond with your client in a way that you may not have gotten from the current job you're in. Or I used to bartend. So I would obviously bond with my customers. But after years and years of it, I was tired. And these are long shifts with a lot of cleanup. The more I bartended, the more spray tanning looked prettier and prettier. Then I got into real estate. I love real estate. I love my city. So therefore, I love when someone wants to live here or bring a business here. I love helping them. I do not love the paperwork. At the end of the day, I love spray tanning. I love my products. I love selling the products. I love making people feel good on their own skin. I love the beauty world. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you have any questions about owning a spray tan business or about beauty-based business, please contact me. I'm happy to help you. You may not want to go with Beettan. You may have already invested your money in Norvell or paid for the certification or paid to go with someone else. It's all good. Just still message me. There's enough to go around. I'd love that Boutique Hub says community over competition. We're all in this together, and there really is enough to go around. I'm really proud of the product I've built. My dog is playing with the stuffed animal beside me. But, I am here to help the sprayer out there who actually really loves the beauty side of it and making others feel good. So please hit me up if you have any product questions. If you want to know any more about Beettan, or if you want to know any more about my experience in owning a spray tan business that is now a six-figure business in Savannah. I'm a single mom, raising a kid in college. I'm so glad I decided to learn how to do it. So you guys enjoy your day.